the pitching staff wasn't very good last night. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Phillies Sensitive Media, and today we're going to recap last night's game between the Phillies and the New York Mets as the Phillies lose 10-6 to the Mets, as the Phillies get handed another loss on Sunday Night Baseball. As our offense showed up last night, but it's just a shame the pitching staff just wasn't there. And I guess before getting into this video, please subscribe if you haven't yet. Please show your bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get into this. This video is also brought to you by All Things Phillies. All Things Phillies are guys have daily video of highlights from the game. So please go subscribe to his channel. Link in the description section. So this definitely was a tough loss last night for this Phillies team, right? Going against Max Scherzer. We hit 3 home runs off of Max Scherzer. Kyle Schwarber is starting to heat up. 2 home runs last night, 3 home runs in the series. So back-to-back nights he homers. 2 home run game last night for Schwarbs, and Bryce Harper also going deep against Max Scherzer, his second career home run off of Max. So I always love a Bryce-Max matchup, right? They just beat up on each other, and Bryce Harper with a bomb. It went over 400 feet. And how about Kyle Schwarber hitting a ball 401 feet on his knee? So that's one strong man right there. Kyle Schwarber is definitely starting to heat up. This Phillies defense really needs to clean up these mistakes. Gene Segura is really starting to bother me. I live streamed last night's ball game a little bit. So this definitely was a tough loss. Like these announcers last night, terrible. Absolutely terrible. Clearly not liking this Phillies team. And there was one scenario where Starling Marte hit a single up the middle. He was thrown out at second, but 2 runs came around to score. And the guy's like, 2-run score, and he's out at second. He sounded so disappointed that Starling Marte was thrown out at second. It's a disgrace. It's something that we've definitely seen before with other announcers who just continue to hate Philadelphia. They continue to hate the sports teams, not just the Phillies. Pick up the scoring summary here in the top of the second inning as the Phillies strike first here on Sunday Night Baseball. Breaking out the red uniforms as Kyle Schwarber homers on a line drive to right center field. He crushed that ball off of his former teammate Max Scherzer. Of course, they did play together last year in DC for that short half of the season. The first half, that was Schwarber's 6th home run of the season at that time, his first of the night, and the Phillies now lead it 1-0. Kyle Schwarber is starting to heat up more. He's just, I tell you what, he's starting to get in the zone. He's starting to get in the zone, and we saw this last year during his time with Washington. He's a very streaky hitter, and his home runs come in bunches, as we've been seeing, right? So 1-0 Philadelphia. Great start to the ball game for Schwarber. So we pick it up here in the bottom of the second inning. The Mets tie it as Starling Marte grounds out the third, and Wayne comes around to score, and it's a 1-1 ball game. So let's get the shore out at first, right? Don't try to do anything too crazy. I can respect that. Just get the shore out at first. Starling Marte definitely a guy that can show off some speed, and also that's a tough play. Alec had to go to his left to get that baseball. This is not an easy play, so he should have just gone the short way at first to get the out. So that's a good baseball right there out of Alec. I'm not trying to be the hero too much. And we pick it up here in the same inning. Luis Guillorme doubles on a sharp fly ball to center field. Dominic Smith comes around to score, and the Mets now lead it 2-1. So Zach Guffin, this wasn't good last night. There's no other way to say it. This pitching staff just really let us down last night. I had a feeling this wasn't going to look good going in this game. As I said, I could just totally see him going like 3 innings, 5 earned. Thought we were going to lose 3-0, 5-0. I didn't think it'd be a 10-6 final. The offense showed up last night against Max Scherzer. To the exception of what that broadcaster said, that play-to-play announcer that said that we're through 6 innings and Max Scherzer with 6 solid after he allowed 3 home runs, 2 to Schwarbs and 1 to Harp. Oh, that's 6 solid innings right there. That is just so ridiculous. How is that solid innings? I really like Max Scherzer. I don't like him as much as I used to now. Of course, he is in the orange and blue, but I don't really think that was a solid start. It wasn't terrible, but I don't think that was solid. Around 3 home runs, 4 earned. I don't really think that's solid at all. He was ranking up those strikeouts as he usually does, because he's got the strikeout kind of stuff, but I don't really think he was anything special last night. I don't really think it was that solid. And we pick it up here in the top of the 4th inning. He does it again. As Kyle Schwarber homers on a fly ball to center field, and that ball was crushed, right? So he hits it on one knee. I don't know how in the world he did that. The ball traveled 401 feet. and a 2-run shot also scores real. And the Phillies now take the lead now, 3-2 ball game. So a 2-run shot to put us ahead, his 7th of the season. I tell you, he's really ranking up the RBIs. I mean, the home runs are really starting to come. Leads the team in home runs with 7 already. The day is May 2nd, and he already has 7 home runs. We just need to see him, start hitting a little higher average, and then he's going to be there. Of course, he's just not a good defender, but provided Kyle Schwarber type defense out there in left field. This is great, man. This guy's starting to heat up just at the right time. Just as we're about to go on this West Coast road trip next week. I mean, the Texas Rangers come in town. We got another tough series against the Mets this weekend for a 4-game set at home. So in our little sandbox, it's great to know that Kyle Schwarber's heating up going back home. So that's a very, very good feeling. That is a very, very good feeling. So a 3-2 Phillies lead. Then we pick it up here in the bottom of the 4th inning. You could just kind of sense that this was coming as Dominic Smith doubles on a line drive to right field as Eduardo Escobar comes around to score as the Mets now tied at 3. That was Smith's 2nd double of the season. So Dom Smith didn't really do much in this series in the 2 games prior, but I tell you, this guy always kills us. He usually kills us, and I was just kind of thinking to myself the other day, I'm like, it's kind of weird. Dom Smith really hasn't done anything against us so far this year. Well, oh boy, it's a 4-hit night last night. So that definitely changed. So the Mets tied at 3. Then we pick it up here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Just cannot happen. JT Muto gets crossed up. Total miscommunication between Alvarado and Muto. That was a totally catchable ball. Very, very close to the strike zone right there. I believe he was expecting a fastball, ended up getting a slider. Or maybe it was the other way around. But either way, that ball has to be caught. Alvarado, I really soured on him a little bit after he has that great appearance the other night on Saturday night. I mean, just a game-changing appearance. I mean, for the best I've ever seen out of him, when he inherits bases loaded, went out, he strikes out 2 to get us out of it. I've never been so excited to watch him pitch. Then he comes back out and just doesn't do the job the next night. Very, very disappointing. JT Muto, you gotta catch that. The sloppy play continues for this team. When you give teams extra outs, when you give teams like gimme runs like this, they add up. They really, really add up, and they set a tone. As I talked about last night live stream. Errors rattle your pitcher. They rattle the other guys out there. They rattle you when you're up at the plate. Because then you have it in the back of your mind, hey, we're not playing good defense. It just puts more pressure on everybody. It's just so bad. They're standing out there longer. They get more fatigue. Come to, late July, August, September. Those really add up. Just the more fatigue. Just go out there and just make solid plays. And just get the job done. Of course, errors are always going to happen. It's just a common theme with this team. We pick it up here in the same inning as Dominic Smith gets his revenge off of Jose Alvarado. Singles on a ground ball up the middle to center field. A 2 RBI single that also scores McNeil and Alonso, and the Mets now extend the lead. Now a 6-3 ball game. So, ouch. So that was kind of putting some distance between the Mets and the Phils. And as I talked about last year, I think the ball game was over when JT Muto got crossed up right there. I think that is when the ball game was over. You just can kind of feel it in the air. So a 6-3 ball game. Then we pick it up here in the top of the 6th inning. Bryce Harper homers on a flying ball to right center field off of his former teammate Max Scherzer. I always love a Bryce-Max matchup. His 4th of the season. Of course, it was a solo shot, as he now has 4 solo shots to start the season. And it's now a 6-4 ball game. So the Phillies got a little bit closer, just now down by 2. I love a Bryce versus Max. It's just must-see TV. That's so good for the game of baseball. Those 2 guys just beating up on each other, former teammates. I just love it. Of course, this time Max wasn't wearing the curly W. He was wearing the orange and blue, but it still is pretty cool. So a Bryce home run off of Max. You just love to see it. Then we pick it up here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Pete Alonso singles on a line drive the other way to right field. Francisco Lindor comes around to score, and it's now a 7-4 ball game. So great job, Gene Segura. Totally bombing a ball by a routine ground ball from Francisco Lindor. And of course, he ends up scoring on the Alonso RBI single the other way. And I don't know what in the world James Norwood was doing out there with these high fastballs. And JT had to jump up and try to catch it. I saw that at least 3 times. I have no idea what was going on. Might as well just write ball 2 up there. Might as well not even throw the pitch. I don't understand what in the world that was all about. Just a throwaway pitch, a total throwaway pitch. And it seemed like we just had a lot of trouble putting guys away last night. So the Mets now lead at 7-4. Then we pick it up here in the same inning. Starting by Tay singles on a ground ball up the middle to center field. Jeff McNeil and Pete Alonso come around to score. As the announcer was all excited, McNeil and Alonso score. And then they had a great play to get Marte a second. And then he said, he's out at second. He was just so disappointed. He's so disappointed when Marte was thrown out at second. It was clear as day that this guy did not like the Phillies, right? I mean, this was just a disgrace. This broadcast was gooing all over the Mets with Lindor, and they didn't stop talking about him, the $340 million overrated player. They just kept just, oohing and all over him. It just was just a disgrace. What we saw last night at Sunday Night Baseball, that crew, a 9-4 Mets lead. Then we pick it up here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Jeff McNeil doubles on a sharp line, trying to left field. Brandon Nimmo comes around to score as it's now a 10-4 ball game. Of course, that was off of Christopher Sanchez, who just got optioned down along with Damon Jones. Of course, now the rosters are going from 28 to 26. A big cut by the Mets as they did designate Robinson Cano for assignment. Wow. Now he's tapping the 9th inning. Juan Camargo homers on a fly ball to right field. A 2-run shot that also scores Alec Boehm. Camargo's second home run of the season, and it's now a 10-6 ball game. So nice job right there from Camargo. Going in this game, he just wasn't really playing the best of baseball, so it's nice to see him, hit that home run right there, a 2-run shot, as he did get the start last night. A 10-6 final score as the Phillies lose another series to the Mets, and the Mets have not lost a series so far this year. Granted, they had a pretty easy schedule despite playing us, a few other squads as well. Gene Segura, another one-hit night last night. Of course, all he does is just collect one-hit nights. He's not been good defensively. He just hasn't been good at the plate. I've been very disappointed. Reese Hoskins also collecting a 9. Doesn't draw a walk last night, and Bryce Harper, it was a big one, the home run off of Max's solo shot. That was just awesome. Nick Castellanos goes hitless. JT Muto, now he did get crossed up back there. He also went hitless, but Kyle Schwarber, Phillies has the offensive player of the game. 3 hits, 2 home runs. What a night for Kyle Schwarber. 3 ribbies as he's now hitting 200 with a 838 OPS. So let me just say this. Kyle Schwarber is only hitting 200, and he has an 838 OPS. You know why? Because he draws walks. That's why he should be put back in the leadoff spot. Enough of Gene Segura in there. I'm tired of it. I don't want to see Gene Segura as a leadoff hitter. I am just tired of it. Put Kyle Schwarber back in the leadoff spot. I've said that for a little while now. I've said that for almost a week now. Putting Kyle Schwarber back out there. And Alec Boehm also collects a knock. A little unlikely, though, last night. He's now hitting 309, 828 OPS. We're not hearing enough about Alec Boehm. His defense has been so much better. Heads-up play so much better. I love it. I love it. And Juan Camargo, the 2-run shot to get us a little bit closer down the top of the 9th inning. And Joe Barrera, a rough night last night as he did go hitless. And he usually hits really well for Max Scherzer. We've seen that in years past. Max Scherzer with the Nats. A few bombs off of Max Scherzer. So I thought maybe, going into this game, Joe Barrera loves hitting against Max Scherzer. We didn't do anything last night. Zach Eflin start very, very disappointing. 4 1/3, 8 hits, 6 runs, only 5 earned because of just such a sloppy play last night. 1 walk and 3 strikeouts. Granted, the defense wasn't great last night, but Eflin just wasn't good. His stuff, he wasn't locating well. He's a guy who usually goes out there and pitches with a lot of confidence. He did not look confident last night, and I kind of just had a feeling going in, as I talked about. I just didn't think Eflin was going to be that good last night. He only gave us 4 1/3. I was incredibly disappointed with him. Now, granted, as I said, errors set a tone. This bad heads-up play out there set a tone. And this is more, after, his start was over, but still. Jose Alvarado, very disappointed in him. Of course, he got luckily charged with no runs for him, but he should have been. Not making good pitches. That cookie to Dom Smith. Brad Hand. One guy ever pitches to have last night said had a pretty solid inning. That was a nice solid inning against his former squad. And James Norwood, incredibly disappointing. As I talked, I know no idea what was going on with those high fastballs. The high fastball that was probably above the guy's head. JT had to jump up and get. He didn't have to jump all the way up, but he had to go like this. Saw it at least 3 times. I have no idea what that was all about. That was the strangest thing I think I've ever seen. Chris Sanchez has said to the option down. I believe that was late last night, but he did allow that RBI double to Jeff McNeil, as it didn't really matter anyway since we were going to lose this game. Of course, he made a great point. I thought the same exact thing. It's very interesting. Look at these names that are coming out of our bullpen last night. Very similar to Saturday night. And as Alex Carr said, it's very interesting. Joe Girardi seemed to have the mindset going into the game, hey, well, it worked last night. Why not use him again? Well, that's not how baseball works, and that's exactly right. I don't understand what in the world Joe Girardi was thinking of using the same names as he did the night before. That's not how the game works. Pretty clear. So I have no idea what that was all about. Very, very strange. I don't understand it. So Joe Girardi, not the best game plan last night. Another series loss to the Mets as we get a much-needed day off today. As we take on the Texas Rangers 2-game set, 6:45 tomorrow night. I'm going to both of the games to be determined for Texas. Rangers Suarez 2-0 with a 4.42 ERA. Perez on the mound against Texas. Wednesday, 6:45, 0-2 with a 3 ERA, going exactly, or 1-3 with a 5.79 ERA. So the Rangers coming in 8-14. You got to sweep the series. Quick 2-game series, got to sweep the series. Going into that Mets 4-game series, you have to sweep. Guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you have not yet. Please turn the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Check out the social media links and description section at Phillies Handsome Media, Instagram, Instagram. Follow me on Twitter at Beyonce Media. Call or text 267-225-3292. Email me, PhilliesHandsomeMedia@gmail.com. 6:45 tomorrow night. The to be determined for Texas Rangers Swirls on the mound for the Phillies. I'm Luke, and I'll talk to you later. Let's go, Phillies. I'll see you guys.